Hi, Yao-G here, and welcome to yet another first for our channel, our first ever build video. And because it's our first ever build video, I thought I'd keep it kind of simple and also keep it kind of close to home with what I'll dub El Clasico toy box. I'll call it El Clasico because this toy box or arena that you can see here now has been featured on a ton of my battle videos. If it's not the AI and boss battle videos, it's also the AI versus AI battle videos. Now, if you've had Disney Infinity for quite a while, you've probably sussed all this out for yourself already, but I'm hoping that this will help some people who've just come across Disney Infinity, and also those people that are struggling a little bit with some of the finer tuning of the creativity toys to get these arenas kind of working right. So how I'm going to build this, I'll build this in two stages. I'll build the actual arena itself first, and then we'll move on in the second part to sort of putting all the creativity toys together. But in the second part, what I'll also do is tweak this arena. So essentially the first time we'll have us running along this corridor to spawn the boss in the distance, and then we'll tweak the arena for a second time to set it up for AI versus AI battles. So we'll start off in a brand new empty toy box, and I'll just jump into the toy store and show you the pieces that we're going to use to build this. On the first tab, the World Construction toys, obviously you're going to need the Imperial Space Station theme, and you're also going to need the Empire's weapon Skydome. On top of that, if we go into the set pieces and building sets, I think it's set 5, page 1. Oh, good guess. So we'll need the Death Star structures and the Death Star clip-on details. Now, everything I've showed you up to now is available straight away as you load up Disney Infinity. There's nothing special you need to do to actually purchase those pieces, apart from obviously earn the cash or the sparks. The one other thing that you're going to need is the Death Star decorations. Now, this is going to be optional. Obviously, there are other pieces that are similar that you might be able to use. Essentially, is all I'm using are the corner lights and these Death Star columns. But the Death Star columns, I mean, I only use 2 of them for the top piece, as you saw. These lights, you can find a replacement. But the reason I'm telling you this is because you have to have the Rise Against the Empire set piece, or essentially the playset, to unlock these particular pieces here. So if you've not got the playset, you're not going to be able to unlock these pieces. But as I said, there are other things you could use. So size-wise for this arena, it's essentially going to be one of those normal huge blocks with a few bits sticking on the end. And we'll jump straight into the toy box and open up to building set group 5. Death Star wall detail B. And, you know, we're just going to go around the block. I guess this can be one side with nothing on. I'm going to actually do it opposites because it kind of works out easier. So you can get them exactly where they should be. See how fast I can build these things. And then we'll go down the end. See if we can get this right. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter with a little gap there. I'm going to cover that with a corner light anyway. Now, the choice is, you know, where do we put the doorway? I guess I'm going to put it there. Maybe not. Maybe I'll put it a little bit more symmetrical. And then the other side for where the Emperor's Death Star window is going to go. I think that's what it's called. It's essentially going to be right in the middle, so I like these toy boxes to be pretty symmetrical. So what do we got? We've got 2 blocks left there. Yeah, I guess I'm going to leave that much of a gap. Yeah, so from what I can remember, I think we'll have a quick look and we'll put it into place now while we're here. There it is, the Death Star throne room window. Looking awesome. Just needs Emperor Palpatine to be sitting in his throne in front of it and we'd be well away. But that's pretty much symmetrical. We'll pop that into place. Now, one thing I did actually actually forget to mention, which is the most important part of any of my toolbox builds, really. I use this thing all the time. Here's a template, and it's the Customization Palette. It's essentially all the trees, or all the normal trees, the fantasy trees, and the road pieces. And the beauty of this thing is, I guess I could put it in the middle here. It doesn't really matter. I guess I'll try and put it. In fact, what I'll do before I do this, so I can put it in the middle, I'll move this out of the way. And we just pop that in the corner somewhere. So I'll take out the Customization Palette, pop it in the middle, go to Spark mode, and I'm going to change it. Go to one of these trees. This is great. These things are awesome because they just give you so many little kind of, not sneaky pieces, but if you know what I mean, stuff that's not normally available. So you've got, I think that's the one. Yep, the Death Star Terrain 3. So I'm going to set the theme. I'm going to theme all, yes, and then I'm going to hit X to apply. Boom. And as you see straight off the bat, we've got some really nice Death Star-y type Star Wars pieces. Without, and I mean pretty much that is everything I'm going to use apart from a few wall details. So I'll just change the flooring as well. This one might be a bit difficult to find. Imperial Battle Station tracks, I think that's the one. Yep, excellent. Also looks pretty cool. It's like the inside of the Death Star. And that's it, that's all the pieces I'm going to use. Now I will just change the floor while I'm at it. It's also a pretty tough one to find. There's so many, oh, got looker. There's so many of these things, it's unreal. Boom, and it's already taking on a bit of a feel for the Star Wars space station. So the next thing to do, I guess I could do it all in Spark mode. I'm not overly keen on Spark mode, but we'll put the doorway in first. And these things are going to have a little bit of a gap, but I'm going to have this, I guess, a little bit of a way in. So you can see the details of the light on the side there. Just to make sure it's over the line at the back though. Yeah, I guess so. Looks pretty good. We'll have that in place. Now, normally what I would do is take this piece and change it up again to that doorway so that I can use it over and over without having to keep messing about. But I'm only going to use one doorway for this actual boss arena, so I won't bother too much. We'll just get on and start putting the other bits in. This is going to be the entrance where we run in. And I'm going to stick a decent one on the end. Good looking one. Oop, if I can grab it. Pop this on the end. Looks pretty cool. I guess that's where the spaceship's going to land. You could make it a little bit longer if you wanted to. And this piece, I absolutely love this piece. It looks awesome. It really does. You can build a hangar as well. If you stick two of these together, one either side, one this way and one that way with a roof, it essentially looks like a hangar bay entrance, which I'm going to try and do in the next few weeks. Try and build one of those. But I think from what I can remember, I had two of these over here. So this one I'm going to have to swap up. Just go into Spark mode quick. Hit the triangle, go to palette. And if I can find it, there it is. Set the theme, theme all, yes, as we always do. And hit X to apply. So now I should be able to, because I actually want more of these. Place that one there, and I'm going to pop a couple along here as well. I think I had them this way around. Doesn't really matter, whatever is your personal preference. Yeah, I figure I'll keep them the same way. Try and get it symmetrical as much as possible. Okay. So then we're pretty much there. We're getting there. It's just a matter of a bit more decoration now. So deciding where you're going to put these pieces. The beauty of this one is that because it's not a massive toy box, it's just a battle arena. Once you chuck this or throw this pallet thing into the area, there's almost enough pieces to do everything we need. I mean, you don't want to put too much stuff. You're going to end up looking like real overkill and have no space to battle. So just a few bits. It's probably enough. You might be wondering why it doesn't really look like the Star Wars space station as yet, but I haven't changed the sky. The change in the sky really makes a huge difference once we put it into place. So I guess the next thing we should do is, this is always an awkward piece to find. There it is. It's a weird piece to pick up. The piece is down here, but you've got to hover right above to pick it up. I don't get that. It's a bit odd. Nevertheless, the sort of area where the throne would be if we had one. And we'll just change that up. Back into the palette. And there it is. Set the theme. Beautiful. Looking good. So then there was a couple of lights either side of it. And I think I had them that way round. It doesn't really matter. We're general replication here. I'm not after it looking absolutely the same, otherwise I'd be here all week replaying a video trying to work it out. There we go. It's the second one. I think I'll put a few of these little floor lights in, 'cause I quite like these as well. They do have a bit of a glow to them as well, I think. Put them right back up against the wall, I think. Again, we're going to have to change it up. So back into the palette. There it is, the old Death Star terrain number 4. Very good. I think we'll have 3 of these either side. Can't spin them round, unfortunately. They're exactly the same. I have tried a couple of times. I think... Okay, I guess we could put this one last piece in. And where will we put it? We don't want too much overkill. There's enough on that side. Maybe the far wall. Or maybe this corner. Yeah. I like it there. And I might actually move that up a little bit. I know it was roughly around there, but I want to put some lights either side of it. So that's pretty much it. The next thing to do is come out of spark mode. And I want to find the basic blocks. Somewhere through the masses. My goodness, there really is so much stuff. Here we go, basic blocks. And it's this long block here I'm looking for. And what I'm going to do, a bit of a choice really where we want this. Now, we're building this to be the AI boss arena. So we're going to be fighting bosses. And I want the boss to fall in the middle of that little platform down there. So I think we'll keep these blocks about there. As you can see, you know, sort of, we've lined it up with the Emperor's window. And we're just going to lay a full line of these out. See how fast we can do this. See if we can do a sneaky and hold the button down. Oh, immense. It always misses one. Surely it will. So fine, the speed. If I get it a little bit faster, it's going to miss one. Come on, you can do it all the way. Go, 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 go. Get in there. Wow, that's a first. So you can see what I've done. Got a little bit of a ledge at the top, and then at the back of that I'm going to put the last of these three, just as a little bit of a walkway intro. Well, not the last three, but I'll put a few at the back. Try and keep it symmetrical again, kind of in line with the Emperor's window. I think that'll work well. Yeah, looks pretty good. 2, 3, 4, 5. The choice is yours. You know, I'll essentially use that for the... When I'm doing AI battles, AI versus AI, I'll have all the switches and settings up here with the creativity toy, so it's out of the way. You can't really see it once you're in the arena. And you can also kickstart it from up above and have an overhead view of the battle in action. Whereas with the boss battle, we'll have us, as I said previously, running him along that corridor. So the next thing to do is jump back into Spark mode. And I'm going to swap these up. If we can find the one that I'm looking for, it is somewhere. My goodness, there is an absolute mass of these things. I think it might be this one. No, but it's not far from here. I think, is it blue? Just try it out. Yeah, that's the one. Awesome. That was really lucky. There we have it. Excellent. Looks pretty cool. I like the effect. So, I guess we could do the lights next. I'm actually just going to take this thing out because I'm done with that now. And we'll go, if I can find it, back to building set 5. Here we go. Lucky. And we're going to go over to the wall details. And I will start with, I think it's this one. Seem to remember it being this one. Just want to fill this gap up a little bit. I think I can get away with putting it right near the front of that. You can always move it at a later stage. I'm just going to pop that one on there. And then I think what I'll do, I'll actually do the lights first, because that'll fill the gaps up and it will give me a good idea of what space on the walls I've got left. So, fill the corners up. They're a perfect height, these lights. It's really good. And I guess, yeah, I'm going to want one. Should we do it like that? Let's see how that looks. Can we get it a little closer in? Oh, well, that goes without saying. That's a perfect fit. We definitely have to do that. Oh, saying that, left a gap at the back. I think I'll do that one flat. Still work in progress, guys. You know, I've only had this toy box arena for 4 months or more. Nevertheless. So we'll just fill these 2 corners up. You get the idea, you know. Last one. But it just fills the gaps up. If you've got the set piece, use it, because, you know, they look nice. And it just fills the gap up. So, hopefully, this will be a perfect fit. I think that looks good. Yep. One the other side. Excellent. And then, you know, guys, this is all like your own personal preference. Whatever you feel. It's just a general idea. I'm going to have a couple of these here because I like those. Which means I could also pull that forward a little bit more, possibly in the future, but we'll stick some wall lights on for now. Seem to remember I had a couple of these over here. Maybe doubles. Oops. They look quite effective. Let me just check they're right up against the wall. Yeah, I think they are. Yep, they are. And because I love my symmetry, I'll have another couple over here. Any more? I think that's probably enough. Yeah, looks pretty good. guess, no, I won't. I think that's enough. So we'll move on to the wall details now. I love these little pieces. They're quite big actually, but just kind of give the finishing touches on the wall. So it's positioning really. I don't really want it right at the top. Oh, maybe. Yeah, why not? And I think we'll use that again. Yeah, let's have one over here. I do quite like that piece. We'll see what other wall pieces we've got. Oh, here we go. This is a nice piece. We'll have a couple of these. They look good because they just blend in. And they blend in quite well. Yeah, it's right up against the wall. A couple over here, I think. One more. Is that too much? What else do we have to choose from? We've used that already. Close by, so... yeah, I think we'll have one more of those on this wall. And maybe one of those on this wall. Kind of like that piece. I actually think... yeah, that was... just going to move that, because I think that was in a bit more of a hug against the wall kind of spot. Just get back to these wall details. There's so much in the toy box. It's just, you lose where you are at points. I think we want to go to the floor pieces now. And again, I'm not going to go too mad. Just throw a few bits in. And also be a little bit careful, because sometimes you can put stuff in that the characters get trapped up against, which is not cool. That one looks a nice piece. Wow, look at that. I bet you could go 4 on that. I'm not going to, but just to look. That's a pretty cool looking piece. I think I'll leave it as a 2. Let's see what other nice looking floor pieces we've got. I think there's some piping. That's pretty cool looking. We've got space for that. Yeah, maybe one last piece. I think we'll... yeah, maybe over here. Looks pretty cool. Is it enough? Is that wall looking a little bland? Maybe one last piece on the wall. All personal preference, guys. Whatever you fancy, you know. Just sort of building it as we go. Yeah, I like that. So the last thing I'm going to do over here is just tweak up this little covering on the doorway. I guess personal preference again. I kind of like it like that. But I'll move, or just check to see if I'm going to move this or not. Debatable. Would I? Not sure. I think I'll leave it there. You're not really going to see above that anyway, but... we'll just have 3 of these on the top. Just make it look a little bit nicer. And I guess if you wanted to... oh, we've lost a floor piece somewhere. Going to struggle to run in. We'll do that again. I guess you could, if you wanted to. You could put a roof on these side pieces to make it look a bit more funky. But I'm going to try and find the wall piece again. And put another one on this side. I think it's probably going to slot in best about there. And one final touch is just to get this floor piece back. Not entirely sure what happened there. I hope this will slot into place. 1, 2, luckily. Just a quick look. I guess because it's going to be the AI boss battle arena, the one last thing to do is put this in position. We'll want to start down here. I actually want one last piece. I'm sure I put it in, but I guess not. if I can find it, it's the centerpiece. But I want the small one. Is that the big one? No, that's the one. That looks cool. I like that. So it's more of a landing pad, if you like. And it will actually, because it's the wrong way around, I'm going to spin that round. So when you spawn in, just come out of spark mode without trying to delete everything. Depending on where it spawns. But yeah, great. So when you spawn in, you're going to be able to run up the corridor. You're going to be looking at it. It really looks, it looks odd. It doesn't look right. Let's do it. Let's do the final thing. Let's change the sky. And it's going to be in instant fun. Oh, wrong one. Instant fun. Sky changer. And I find the easiest way to use this thing is just get your wand out. Change the settings on it. Go down to your properties. And choose the sky you want. And from what I can remember, it's called, if we can find it, it's not Infinity and Beyond. Oh, Baloo's Jungle. Wow, they got a new one. Wings Across. I can't find it. Where is it? Ah, the Emperor's Weapon. Mwah, 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 mwah. And that just gives it such a great feel now. So let's just have a look. Check to see if it's aesthetically looking how we want it. Yeah, looking pretty good actually. A pretty good or close rendition of the original. Not too far off. Okay, the one things I'm missing at the top, we'll throw those in while we're here. If I can remember where they are. I think it's here. Yep, there they are. Again, these are those. Some of the two pieces along with the lights that, you know, if you haven't got the actual Rise Against the Empire playset, then unfortunately you're not going to be able to have those pieces. But you can always find something else nice to use. That's weird, it's done it again over here. I'm sure it must have been me. We've still got a gap. So that's it. That's the arena built. Looking pretty funky. So all it needs now is a lightsaber and a boss. And we'll be putting them in part 2 with the creativity toys. But for now, I really hope you enjoyed our first ever Let's Build video. If you did, as always, hit that like button and give us a thumbs up. If you want to see that part 2, then come and check out my channel and subscribe for an update when we upload the video. And as always, thanks for watching. We do hope to see you in the next. And bye for now.